Today, the world stands still as the music industry says goodbye to a legend. Ozzy Osbourne, the godfather of heavy metal, the Prince of Darkness, the voice that roared through decades, is gone. And yet his presence is everywhere. In stadiums, in studios, in our speakers, and in the hearts of millions who grew up on the raw power of his music. As news of his passing spread, tributes flooded in from every corner of the globe. From fellow rock gods to rising stars, from tearful fans to lifelong collaborators, the world united in grief, but also in celebration. Because Ozzy wasn't just a performer, he was a movement. And this is how the world is remembering him. In San Francisco, Lady Gaga closed out her Mayhem Ball tour with a moment no one saw coming. Dressed in a t-shirt emblazoned with Ozzy's name, she gripped the mic and launched into a powerhouse rendition of Crazy Train. Her voice cracked, the crowd screamed, and somewhere in the roar there was silence, because everyone understood this wasn't just a song, it was a eulogy. Gaga didn't speak much afterward, because she didn't have to. The performance said it all, raw, loud, vulnerable, just like Ozzy. Elsewhere, the legends of metal stood tall and paid their respects the only way they knew how, through thunderous sound. Pantera, titans of the genre, performed Black Sabbath's haunting Planet Caravan during their latest set. As the final chords faded into the air, the audience spontaneously erupted into chants of "Ozzy! Ozzy! Ozzy!" It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't planned. It was real. On stage that night stood one man who felt the loss like family. Zakk Wylde, Ozzy's longtime guitarist and closest musical companion. He later posted on Instagram, "Thank you for blessing the world with your kindness and greatness, Oz. You brought light into so many lives. You lived with the heart of a lion. I love you, Oz, beyond forever." The words were simple, but the grief behind them was monumental. Queen, the royal family of rock, released a statement that echoed what many were thinking. "We are deeply saddened by the passing of the legendary Ozzy Osbourne. Our thoughts go out to his family, friends, and fans. His music will live on, and live on it will. Because legends don't die, they echo." Metallica's message hit like a freight train. It's impossible to put into words what Ozzy Osbourne has meant to us. Hero, icon, pioneer, inspiration, mentor, and most of all, friend. They remembered how Ozzy and Sharon had supported them during their early years, taking them under their wing when others slammed the door. He taught us how to play in the big leagues while being warm, welcoming, engaging, and brilliant. We are heartbroken. We are devastated. The statement wasn't just PR. It was personal. The type of pain that comes when a mentor becomes a memory. Foo Fighters, UB40, and Duran Duran all added their voices to the chorus of grief, honoring not just a fellow artist, but a cornerstone of modern music. The industry didn't just lose a performer, it lost a foundation. And no one knew that better than the young stars who looked up to him. Yungblud, one of the last to share a stage with Ozzy during his farewell concert, posted a heart-wrenching tribute that felt like a love letter. "I didn't think you would leave so soon," he wrote. "The last time we met, you were so full of life. Your laugh filled up the room." And then, with the kind of heartbreak only youth can articulate, he added, "You asked me once if there was anything you could do for me. And as I said then, and as I say now for all of us, the music was enough." He described Ozzy as an adventure, a force, a guide. "You will be in every note I sing. The cross you gave me is the most precious thing I own." And with that, he signed off with the only phrase that fit, "You were the greatest of all time." Scott Ian, legendary guitarist of Anthrax, had just seen Ozzy barely a week before his death. They were together in Birmingham, laughing, telling stories, still high off the success of the Back to the Beginning concert. "Ozzy was in a great mood," Ian said, laughing and cracking us up. And then suddenly, he was gone. "It's like a disturbance in the force," Ian wrote. And tonight, just like millions of others, he'll gather with friends to share memories, hold drinks high, and try to laugh through the pain. Sir Elton John didn't hold back either. So sad to hear of Ozzy's passing. He was a dear friend, a huge trailblazer, a true legend, and one of the funniest people I've ever met. Elton's words were filled with warmth, the kind of tribute that only comes from someone who truly knew the man behind the madness. Judas Priest, pioneers in their own right, poured their grief into one powerful message. Our hearts are broken like millions around the world. Words can't express the love and loss we are all feeling. Sharon, may God surround you and your beautiful family with peace, light, and love. Ozzy, you will never leave us. Your music is eternal. They didn't mourn a colleague. They mourned a brother. Dave Mustaine of Megadeth echoed the same heartbreak. Ozzy was more than music. He was a beacon, a symbol, a rebel, a dreamer. And he showed us all that you could be outrageous and kind, wild and wise, insane and irreplaceable, all at once. What makes this collective grief so unique isn't just who Ozzy was, it's what he meant. To so many, he was the first taste of rebellion, the soundtrack to youth, the scream in the silence. He was the man who made weird feel wonderful and made chaos feel like home. He wasn't afraid to fall, he was only afraid to be ordinary. He gave us music that made us feel alive. He gave us concerts that felt like church, and he gave us permission to be unapologetically ourselves. In his final act, Ozzy proved that even death couldn't silence his legacy. He left behind not just albums, not just a discography, but a galaxy. A universe of people changed by his presence, and while the world mourns, it also remembers. It turns up the volume, it sings louder, it cries harder, and it dares to live with just a little more fire. So here's to the madman, the trailblazer, the lion-hearted warrior who sang through the pain, loved through the madness, and roared until the very end. Rest in power, Ozzy Osbourne. You didn't just perform, you inspired. You didn't just live, you...
There's no need for a doctor to tell me. That farewell performance was something I insisted on doing. I don't want to disappear silently. I have to say goodbye in person.
Happy birthday, dear Lily. Happy birthday to you.
Blow out the candle. Blow.
Good morning.
Was that me?
Dada. Say good morning.
Good morning. Kelly, you know I love you more than anything in the world.
Fuck up, you're not married anymore.
Nothing would make me happier than spend the rest of my life in front of your family and all of our friends. Kelly, will you marry me?
You feel immortal?
No. I feel lucky to be alive, I'm immortal, because I've done some pretty damn crazy stuff in my life.
With the one and only Ozzy Osbourne. Good evening, Ozzy.
What?
Good evening, Ozzy.
Hello there.
How are you?
Fine.
Now fuck off, Guy, Gus, Jim, Bill, whatever your fucking name is.
What do you want to do, Steve?
Whatever you want to do.
Just sit
You're
to
the
you,
leader of our gang. You tell me and I'll do it.
You all go wherever you want to go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where is the cat? Where?
You can't dislike him. He has the best smile in the world.
What's the movie about?
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Good.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart.